Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons as we are here in the conference championship game battling off against the Cal Bears for the ACC title. This is our first time in the conference championship game since moving to Florida State, but it is only our second year here and we are in our 10th year as a head coach. Now, this was a highly touted game. We were a one-loss team before last episode. Then we lost embarrassingly to our rival, the Florida Gators. At least we were at their stadium instead of in front of our own home crowd, right? But so we got that going for us. However, it was a tough loss. We're 10-2 on the season, number 13 on the outside looking in. It's a win and we're in, lose and it's just a regular bowl game for us. So, welcome back to the channel for all of you returning, and for those of y'all new here, welcome to Champ and Sons and all of our college football content. So, taking a look at the Cal Bears, they are led by Christian Daly as their quarterback, who had a 75% completion percentage, and nearly a 4-to-1 ratio as far as touchdowns to interceptions. But at some point, you know, it's one of those things, somewhere along the way, him and Travis, I don't know if he was the starter or what have you. I probably could have dug into him more, but just didn't really choose to. So they've got pretty decent quarterback play. Now, in the rushing game, that's where I think they're lacking, and that's where we can probably try to take advantage of. If we know that their rushing game isn't the heftiest, then it allows us to go into pass coverage a little bit more often than what we would kind of normally against a heavy rush team. Because if you look at their passing game, they have Jaquez Hayden at 940 yards, Montgomery at 710, and Woods at almost 600 yards. So you're looking at 2,200 yards between them and a total of about 22 touchdowns. So that's going to be a difficult passing game to stop. I think we definitely have the players to do it. It's just whether or not we're going to be able to make the plays when the time does come for our defense. Now, on the offensive side, looking at it, we're going to be facing down. I don't know if we're going to face all that much pressure in all reality. Connor Coates he's the second leading sack player on the Bears. He's got 5 sacks on the season. Savoy has 7.5. And then Javier Funk has got 4. So, and it's all coming from the line, right? So maybe it's just they're not a heavy blitzing team, but they do manage to get some pressure. And I think if they stay back in coverage well enough, it could cause some issues for us. So we got to watch out for that. And in the passing game, Paul Nevis with 2 interceptions. Alote with 3 interceptions on the season. They do force turnovers. We are going to have to be careful with those, with making throws, and maybe not try to fit them into tight areas unless we absolutely have to. It may become one of those types of situations. But keep in mind, Cal is the number 3 team in the country, so it is going to be a tough test either way. And looking at how their season shaped out, they lost the first game to the number 1 undefeated Tennessee Volunteers. Then they went on to win the rest of them. So they were 11-1 on the season, 9-0 in conference play. And what's interesting, if you look at the conference play, Virginia, they did win by 2 touchdowns, right? And Wake Forest, they kind of crushed them. But for the most part, a lot of the conference games, and actually as Wake Forest, they won by multiple. Virginia, they only won by 4 points, not 2 touchdowns. I don't know where I was getting that from. But outside of Stanford and like Louisville, most of these games were a lot closer than I think they should have been. So if we can keep it within striking distance, we will have an opportunity. They just ended up finishing those games off when they could. So let's go ahead and jump into this ACC Championship game here on the defensive side, getting about the halfway point of the first quarter, as we both had to punt a couple times, about at least one time each. So now the Bears, after that incomplete pass just dropped right over the middle, are facing a 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. Daly's in the shotgun, has the snap in hand, blitz comes, pressure is going to get there, and he's going to be brought down for a sack from behind. What a play by this defense. Copper comes flying around the edge, and he's going to get the sack. Just relentless going after the quarterback. He had to take the long way around. Our end kind of got shoved around on the outside there, and Copper took a bad angle, but still worked out. Now then on 3rd and 20, they try to drop off the screen pass, but we read that one a little too easily, so we do force a punt. Here we come back on the ensuing drive after the punt. Smith under center hands that one off to Davis up the middle, lowering his shoulder. And Davis has taken a really physical approach so far in this game. You saw that run. He just bounced off one tackler easily. He's got 45 yards on 5 carries, so he's averaging 9 yards a carry at this point. Now Smith is going to clap his hands. He sends Burks in motion, has a snap. They rush only 4. Fires over, and that one's going to be swatted down. The coverage by the linebacker right there, Rudy Cherry, was actually pretty solid. I mean, got to give the kid credit. And then also he did make a hell of a play. So that's going to lead us to a 3rd and 3 now from the 32. Smith has the snap in his hands. Quick throw over the middle, hits Nakua coming across the field, and he turns it up and picks up immediate yardage. And that's one thing you do got to love to see from your receivers. As soon as they get the ball, they start heading north and south. It's not so much east and west, even though they do have the speed. It's north-south, get the yards when you can. So that puts us at the 22. 1st and 10, Smith. Play action to Davis, has the snap, pressure comes, he scrambles around the left side, he's got space in front, 10 and slides down at the 7-yard line. Ooh, that was a smart play by Smith to slide down on that one. He's been known to try to take the hits, and it has not worked out very well for him. All right, he has struggled at times doing that, but he comes up big time with the slide. So 1st and goal under center. In an I formation, handoff Davis going right. He walks it in untouched. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What a run by Davis to take that one in, to punch the ball across the goal line and put the first score up on the board here in the conference championship game. We draw first blood here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Connor Davis, 7 yards right up the middle. Great blocking by the line to open up that hole, and then no one else was there to come close. Now Emerson does boot that extra point up and through, so that is going to make it 7-0. Now here come the Cal Bears on their ensuing drive with the 1st and 10 from their own 13. Gets the throw out to the left side, gets past one tackler, and he's got the corner and he's got the edge, and we're giving chase, but no one is going to get there. Long can't chase him down. And in one play, they go 87 yards for the touchdown, and that's the danger with the passing game. As long as we could have kept the passing game contained, we would avoid this kind of thing. But no, we didn't. We let them loose, and now they tied it up. So here we come right back at them on our next drive at the start of the second quarter. Running the Wildcat, we get the jet sweep over to Lane. Stiff-arming forward, and Lane picks up 20 yards on his first touch of the day here to get the second quarter started, as he gets us down to the 38-yard line on the plus side of the field. It is going to be 1st and 10 Seminoles in this 7-7 ball game. Smith claps his hands, has the snap. Hands it off to Davis up the gut. Lowers his shoulder. Davis, not afraid of contact, picks up 7 yards on that run. He's got 70 yards in total so far this evening, and we just started the second quarter. Now 2nd and 3. Smith claps his hands, has the snap back, fires over to the right side. He's going to hit Villano, who gets down to the 26-yard line before he stopped, and that is 1st and 10 Seminoles. Smith 10 of 13 for 61 yards so far tonight. Looks like it is going to start picking up a little bit, but with Davis running like he is, I don't know why we would. Now 1st and 10. Speaking of Davis, dropping a pass off to him around the edge. Davis gets hit and brought down at the 11. Another big-time gain, and that's going to give us a 1st and 10 from the 11 yards. Davis, that's his 4th catch out of the backfield tonight. He's got pretty decent yardage coming from there. So in the shotgun, trips to the right side. Smith claps his hands, has the snap, takes off up the middle. He lowers his shoulder at the 1, and he's going to fumble, but we jump on it. Touchdown Seminoles! Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Shakir Allen comes flying behind Smith, who took off. And I mentioned Smith liking to, not being afraid of contact, but fumbling. He does at that time, and just here, Shakir Allen, our senior leader on the offensive line. You can see him chugging in right behind him. Boom, and then dives on top of it. Great play by the lineman. Great effort to give us a lead. Now here comes the Cal Bears right back at us. 6.5 minutes to go in the second. Quick throw, swing pass to the right side. He has open space, and we take his legs out from under him at about the 29-yard line. Yancey kept making the catch out of the backfield on that one. So 1st and 10 now, Bears at the 29. Daly claps his hands, has the snap back. Blitz comes, fires over the middle, hits his tight end that looked like not coming out pretty quickly. and he makes the catch and picks up 8 yards. Well read and played by the Bears offense. 2nd and 2. Cal staying in the shotgun. 3 wide set. Has the snap in his hands. It's going to be an option keeper to the right side. Breaks 1 tackle and is brought down at the 10. He shoved our tackler off of him like it was nothing. Like it was absolutely nothing. And it's 1st and goal. Now they hand it off, going to the right side. Open space. Breaks another tackle. Fights his way in. Touchdown, Cal. Oh, wow. Copper, Connors. I don't know how many defenders we had over there, but he got past all of them, and the game is tied. So now here we come on our next drive here at the 2-minute warning coming out of this. 2-minute timeout. Smith fires over the middle, hits Akiri, who just goes racing forward and picks up good yardage down to the 36. That's his 3rd catch of the night. He's got 25 yards on the evening so far. But it is 1st and 10 Seminoles. Minute 45 remaining now. Coming from the Wildcat formation led by Davis. Since lane in motion, jet sweep to lane down the right side. He's got a blocker. He's at the 20. He's going to be at the 10. Stiff arming and brought down at the 9. Great run by Lane. Davis on the jet sweep to him. We've seen what Lane could do last couple games when Davis did go out, but good to see him getting his opportunities here. So just approaching the 1-minute mark, Smith has a snap in hand, rolls out to the right side. It's going to be a race to the corner. He dives in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And we will take the lead with 1 minute to go before halftime. And that is how we would end the first half, with momentum on our side. Smith made a great run and dive into the end zone, but this offense, let's face it, really was led by Connor Davis. 87 yards on 12 carries. He's averaging over 7 yards per carry, and he has one of our 3 touchdowns. But, I mean, a great job, I think, by our team overall. Defense, it did struggle at times with the screen pass, but Cal's got speed. We knew that from seeing what they could do in the receiving game. It was one of those you just hope we hoped we would stop them a little bit more efficiently, just unable to do so in the first half. So we will make some adjustments to watch those kind of swing passes, and hopefully, to keep a watch on things like a wheel route and all that fun jazz here as well. So now let's get this second half underway as we are getting ready to kick it off to Cal, as they are going to field this from about 3 yards back in the end zone as they have it right up the gut. Makes the cut and a man miss, and he's going to take off. He's going to take off, and this is going to be gone. Lane giving chase, the freshman trying, and he couldn't bring him down. And that's a kick return for a touchdown to tie the game here at the start of the 3rd quarter. Any momentum we went into halftime with, just gone after that play. I mean, a kick return for a touchdown, that's pitiful. I mean, that one cut did it, but that's just pitiful on my part. So here we come out on our ensuing drive now in a tie ball game, 21-21. We are on the plus side about the 35-yard line. Smith is making changes, has the snap in hand. In the pocket, takes off to the right side. He's got space in front of him around the edge and steps out of bounds after a gain about 12 yards down to the 23. He's got 49 yards on the ground so far. Cal has opened up those lanes for him. So, it's one of those things that if they're there, take them. Why not? So 1st and 10 from the 23. Smith gets it to Burks on the jet sweep. Tries to go around the outside and couldn't get around Davis. Davis went for the block and the defense played it better, and he just could not get around Davis. And he's going to go down for a 1-yard gain. So now Smith staying in the shotgun. 3 receivers left. Has the snap in hand. Clean pocket. Smith takes off up the middle. He's got wide open space at the 5, 4. Pushing forward, fighting, and he holds on to it and is down at the 1. Ooh, I thought he was about to fumble that one again. That made me nervous. That made me real nervous, especially as he started fighting for extra yards. But he holds on to it, so it's 1st and goal at the 1. Coming out heavy set. I formation, 3 tight ends on the play. Boyette is in the backfield, our big power back. Smith under center, has the snap in hand, hands it to Boyette, lowers his shoulder, fights through the tackle, into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. So at a time when our offense had to respond, we do. Taking it all the way down the field, following their kickoff return, we take it all the way down and punch it into the end zone and take the lead once again. Now, in the next drive, we did force a punt, so here they come to punt it. Akuri is going to receive this punt at about the 41-yard line, has it down the left side. He's got space in front of him and brought down at about the 40 on the other side of the field. A good, quick little return right there. 1st and 10 Seminoles, going to be in a pistol formation. Davis in the backfield, 2 tight ends and 2 receivers. Smith has the snap, hands off to Davis to the right side, and he gets tackled after about a gain of a yard. Just couldn't get away from the last tackler. But that does happen. So 2nd and 9 from the 39. This time in the shotgun. Nakua wide left all by his lonesome. Davis in the backfield. Smith has the snap, drops off a screen pass to Davis down the left side. He's got one blocker in front of him. Stiff arming forward, and Davis picks up about 12 yards, give or take, down to the 28-yard line. A very good gain and a 1st and 10 Seminoles. Now from the 28, Smith sends Burks in motion. He has the snap in his hands. Clean pocket, fires it deep down the right side. What is he trying to do? Burks had Smith had multiple receivers open. Well, Burks was one of them that was open. I don't know what he was thinking on that one. The freshman has got to be smarter than that. So 2nd and 10. Smith sends Burks in motion across the formation. As the snap hands off to Davis, and he misread it. Oh, good yardage, but just misread it. And he loses about 3 yards on that to make it 3rd and 12. So that's going to lead us to a shotgun, 3 wide, 2 back set. Smith has the snap in hand. Scrambles to the left side, giving chase, and they had a spy on him the whole way. And he ends up bringing Smith down before he can get to the line to gain, and Emerson comes on for a field goal opportunity. He lines it up, and he goes boot ball, and askew of the middle, but hey, we're between the uprights. Boot ball between the uprights. That's going to extend our lead to double digits and make it a 31-21 lead. Now here come the Bears right back at us. They get the pass out to the left side to the running back, who's going to be tackled early for a 3-yard loss. Great play by Connors on this defense. The free safety coming up to make the stop in open field against the running back. That was a pretty damn good tackle. 2nd and 13. They have the snap, handoff going to the left side. It got space open, bounces off one tackler, and Connors comes up with the stop once again. This time they only gained about 11 yards, so it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 from the pistol. 2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers left for the Bears. They have the snap, handoff going right. Defense is there. Hit, and he's stood up, and he's brought down. Freeman and who is that? Long combine for a big-time stop, and they will force a punt. So here we come after the punt from our own 43-yard line. Smith in the shotgun has the snap, pressure, gets there, and he's going to fumble it. Smith fumbles, and that's going to be scooped up by the defense, and they're going to walk that one in. Oh, my goodness. And a touchdown makes this thing a 3-score game, and it just became a 4-point game. No, 3-point game. It will be a 3-point game after the extra point by the Bears, 31-28. So here they are kicking off to us. Boyette, he's going to take it about 2 yards down in the end zone, and he's going to come running straight up. Again, through the gut. No one there. Great last little block. Boyette's loose. No one's going to get him. 10-5. Kick return. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Boyette took the lane he had in front of him. I mean, he gets a head of steam on him. He's a big old feller to try to bring down. But, man, he went running straight ahead, and great blocking there by the Seminoles to clear out the path, especially this final little block. There's one more that kind of, I think, Long put the block on that really opened up the space for him, and that's going to give us a 10-point lead once again. So now here we are later in the fourth quarter after we've traded some punts between each other. Cal's got the ball once again, handing that one off up the middle. As that Hanneman comes flying through to bring him down for a 3-yard loss. He's going to get his first tackle of the evening. So 2nd and 13, Daly in the shotgun, 3 wide set for the Bears offense. Throws it over the middle, hits his receiver, and incredible, quick, fast throw. And he hits Marquise Lucky. That's one way to describe the receiver's name on that one. Hits Lucky, and he picks up about 7-8 yards. So now it's 3rd and 5. Going to be 5 wide, nobody else in the backfield. We rush only 4. He drops it off to his receiver across the field, who gets plastered. But he still gains enough to get the first down at the 25-yard line. So staying in the pistol formation, 2 tight ends to the right side, 2 receivers left. Daly has a snap. Play action. Rolls to the left side, giving chase, and he's going to be sacked. Daly had nowhere to go as we bring him down. Frederick Williams coming on the corner blitz, read it beautifully and reacted expertly on the rollout. So 2nd and 21, giving chase once again. Cam Freeman comes up. Freeman comes up big time. We've been waiting for him to make that big kind of play here. Been waiting for it, and he's going to get his first sack of the night. So back-to-back sacks for this Seminoles defense has pushed Cal almost to the midfield, all the way back to the 45. Daly has a snap. Pressure comes, rolls right once again, and it's a 3rd in a row. 3rd sack in a row. That would lead them to a punt. Now, we would end up trading punts once again, as it tends to happen. And then we meet ourselves here at the under 5-minute mark of the 4th quarter. The score is still 38-28. Our offense has hit kind of a stalemate with their defense. Overall, though, I think our defense is still playing incredibly well. I just hate it whenever they're on the field this much. 2nd and 1. The Bears offense on the field. Daly has the snap. Blitz comes. Quick fire to the right side. He's hit, but he dropped it. Thought he had that one, but he does drop it. And that's going to make it 3rd and 1. So the Bears staying in the shotgun. Cal going 4 wide. Daly claps his hands. Has the snap back. Quick throw over the middle, hits his receiver who holds on to it. My goodness. He got completely plastered, but hey, they held on to it. Give the kid credit. So 1st and 10 from the 33. Daly's got the snap. Blitz comes. He scrambles to the right side, hits his receiver who drops it once again. Man, some of these guys are holding it with contact. Others, I think we put the fear of God in them. And they've been dropping it. So 2nd and 10. Play action. Quick throw to the left side, and that one was just a poor throw. Copper gave chase. He's not the greatest coverage linebacker. He can do decent, just not the greatest. Gave chase, but it does end up being dropped. So 3rd and 10. Daly in the shotgun, 4 wide. Cal has the snap. Blitz comes. Pressure got there. He throws it over the middle, completes it, and the receiver turns it up and takes it into the end zone. How did he complete that pass? Oh, my goodness. One thing we wanted to avoid was plays like that. That does make it a 3-point ball game once again. So here we come right back at him. With under 3 minutes to go as we hand that one off to Davis to the left side. He's hit and stood up and brought down after a 4-yard gain. That's going to make it 2nd and 6. So 2nd and 6 here for the Seminoles offense as we approach the 2-minute timeout and a 3-point lead here in the ACC Championship game. So 2nd and 6, fires it to the right side. We hit a Curie. He gets open in some space and is finally brought down by a couple Bears defenders at the 28-yard line, but that is going to take us to the 2-minute timeout. Now, Cal's only got 3 timeouts, so how are they going to use them? They pretty much have to use them on all these plays. So if we can squeak out a 1st down, and make sure we don't go out of bounds for the love of God, but if we can squeak out a 1st down, we're talking ball game. There we hand it off to Davis up the middle. Hit, and he's brought down, but he got about 7-8 yards on that one. So that will set us up beautifully. They did give him the 8 yards. He's right at the 20, just on the precipice of the red zone. So 2nd and 2. Cal used their 1st timeout, staying in the I formation. Smith hands it off to Davis up the middle, big time hole, and he gets brought down. That is going to be a 1st down Seminoles. 2nd timeout used by the Cal Bears. So 1:54 remaining. One more 1st down will do it for us. Smith has the snap, hands it off to Davis, going left side, bounces off one blocker, nowhere really to go, and he's brought down for about a 1-yard loss, it looked like. I'm not sure where they're going to mark him at. And they will. 1-yard loss all the way back to the 15. But Cal uses their final timeout. It is 2nd and 11. We got 2 plays to make 11 yards and seal this game. This time he hands it off to Davis. Up the middle, hit, and brought down after a gain of 6. Ooh, gain of 6. That's going to put us at about the 9-yard line, facing a 3rd and 5. By the time this ball snaps, we're looking at about 1:06, give or take a couple remaining. 3rd and 5 from the shotgun. He snapped it early. The freshman snaps it early, and he hands it to Davis, who gets brought down at the 6-yard line before the line to gain, and that's going to make it 4th and 2. 4th and 2, we are going to go for it. We're going to let the clock tick down, but we're under 40 seconds. 1st down, we win. or it's a turnover, and Cal's got about 30 seconds with no timeouts. As they wait for it, they run it all the way down to 1 second. Smith and the Seminoles call a timeout. Okay. All right. Whew, that was making me nervous for a second. And they are sending their offense back out. 4th and 2. One of the biggest plays of the season, biggest 2 yards of the season right here. Smith sends a Curry in motion from right to left across the formation. Now we got 2 receivers on both sides, except Villano's in the slot right. Hand off to Davis up the middle. He's got the first down. That'll do it. We are going to be the ACC champions this season with a 38-35 victory over the number 3 Cal Bears. Now, this was a big-time thing. That last loss to Florida dropped us to the number 13 ranked team. So, being a conference champion, a power conference champion, we have gotten an automatic bid to the playoffs. I don't know where they're going to put us, but we are in. We win, and we are in. We won, and we will not be done. As we are going to now be in the playoffs here after claiming our first ACC Championship trophy. That was a big-time one for us. I'm glad to see our players stepped up in this game, and I'm glad to see us get into the playoffs. So looking at how the other conference championships shaped out, and while we do look at that, I want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And if you did like today's video, definitely give us a thumbs up. And get ready for College Football 26 as that gets ready to come out. We will have that going as well. And I'll definitely hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we do start those uploads, along with any other uploads we got going on at the channel. So a lot of things did happen. A lot of teams won that you would kind of expect, but others didn't. Tennessee lost to the Longhorns in the SEC Championship, so Tennessee is going to drop back, but we will be playing them in the College Football Playoff. We didn't qualify to be one of the top 4, but we are going to be in. And if you look, some of my teams, Penn State's in, North Texas is in. We've built up some programs that are pretty consistent now. It's just going to be that it's our turn to take them on. So we'll be taking on Tennessee in the first round of the College Football Playoffs at the next episode, everybody. I will see y'all in that episode. So as always, stay safe. And, well, hey, you should know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.